What's good, everybody? Sabrewolf94. Game 2, I'm going to show with my Magnozma deck. Magnozone necrozma. Gonna be kicking ass, hopefully, because we're going to be going up against, it's kind of similar, weaker than us, but you guys are going to see why some things are important. So, True Blues is his name. He's going to knock out, I say, what the fuck. He's going to flip the coin, and I usually lose, as always. So my opponent's going to play first, super important. First part that's important. And we mulligan too, so I give him a free card, so that's another bad thing. These little bad things here and there can stack, and you lose because of this without even realizing. But okay, let's see. My opponent's going to be opening up with something, we still don't know yet. It's got the regular necrozma sleeves though. And let's see what I get here. I get Solgaleo and Magnemite. So, okay, not bad. That's good. Open up with this big guy. Basic Pokemon. 160 HP. Got a Magnemite. And I've got the Nest Ball and the Ultra Ball too. So, this is pretty good. Got the Rare Candy and Magnezone in hand too. So this is perfect. It means that if my opponent does an N, I will immediately get out Magnezone. And it's just perfect. Got the Ultra Ball for a supporter too. Grab Tapu Lele. So it's just perfect. And as you guys can see, my opponent, he used Bridget, grabbed the little Grubbins and Tapu Bulu. So obviously this is a Tapu Bulu deck. A similar deck, you bring out the Vikavolt stage 2 guy and you bring energies from the deck on Tapu Bulu. Hopefully they get one-hit knockouts. Not as good, but similar strategy. You use a stage 2 Pokemon for energy acceleration and you can do some shit. Now, as you guys can see, I just played the Nest Ball, didn't play anything else because I'm aiming to use Rare Candy and bring out Magnezone next turn. So, a lot of the times when you see something like this, if you're clever, you should know that, okay, does this guy not have a supporter, or is he has the Rare Candy and Magnezone in hand? So my opponent uses the Heavy Ball. I wish I could use that too. Grabs the Vikavolt, and he's going to use Rare Candy, bringing this guy out on turn 2. So this is very significant, guys, because he bringing this guy turn 2, he's ready to go. If I brought mine on my turn, then it would have been fine. I probably would have had the advantage since I'm bringing something better than what he's bringing out. But unfortunately, he's going to use Strong Charge. Grab 2 energies, attach them to, let's see, he probably won't attach them to Tapu Bulu because the guy needs 2 grass energies to attack. So he attaches 1 to Tapu Bulu and 1 to Vikavolt. And yeah, that guy needs 2 grass energies to attack. So he's probably gonna do the shit next turn. But he plays N, and immediately I was like, oh shit. So you bring your guy out, and I won't be able to bring mine. So I put the heartbroken little icon because that really sucked. I knew that, okay, you got this guy out turn 2, man, and I won't be able to. It's probably game. These kinds of decks that are sort of similar, the person that gets their energy acceleration guy and start attacking usually wins. So my opponent didn't manage to do shit this turn. So if I managed to bring Magnezone out, it would have been good. But unfortunately, the stuff we have in hand, we can't really work with it. I used the Nest Ball, grabbing a necrozma here, and I'm going to put a metal energy on him just because we got to play some shit. I'm probably going to use the float stone too, put it somewhere. I want to get rid of cards in my hand so that I draw a lot of shit. With Cynthia, we really got to see our stuff, man. We really got to see Rare Candy and a Magnezone. And unfortunately, I do not see anything. We just see a bunch of supporters here together. And Sycamore and Cynthia and Skyla. Classic dudes. If that guy was Juniper. But it's not going to cut it, man. Matt Coronet, I don't need that card right now. Field Blower and Switch, I don't really need them. And I just fucking drew them again. I shuffled them back in and I drew them. So you guys can see this is the price you pay with these tech cards sometimes. But they do have their uses. And my opponent is going to use Guzma. And that also sucks. Gonna grab the Magnemite with the Float Stone. So he's gonna start trying to kill off my small guys before I evolve them. And that is a sound strategy because his guy's out. If he picks up on mine, he's basically trying to make the game as unfair as possible, make it impossible for me to win. And you know, it's ruthless, but that's how you gotta play. That's the right thing to do. You know, since he brought his guy out, luckily, if he kills mine, I can't do shit. You know, slowly building up Necrozma GX. I mean, maybe we can do that. Since with 3, I can't use the GX tag if I'm behind in prizes. But you can't really risk that shit. So my opponent does 120, knocks my dude out, and this really sucks. Really sucks, man. So I promote Duskman across my checks here. Probably wasn't the smartest idea. I probably should have used put the Solgaleo just as a decoy because we don't know if we're going to evolve. Playing my stadium down, and let's see, probably I could have end, but I'm thinking I'm going to Sycamore. I just want to draw big and hopefully see some shit, but unfortunately we don't see shit again. So that really sucks, man. And I brought out the dude active, so fuck, it really sucks. Now the Necrozma GX is active, and I can't attack, so I have to pass. So this sucks. Now the only good news is, if you can even call it that, in my fucked up position, but it is a good thing, is that this dude can't get one-hit knockouts on me. With 180, you can't knock this guy out one hit. But unfortunately, he does play the choice band, so my last hope was shattered. I'm gonna lose him, and I'm gonna lose the energies. So sucks balls. If I could have survived, if he couldn't kill me, I could have retaliated with my GX attack and then be back in the game. But unfortunately, he has the choice band on, brings out another Vikavolt. So, you know, he's really going, and I haven't done shit yet. And it's things like this that make you lose with these decks, because even if I do get going, my opponent is already ready. He's already going, doing shit. So he has a big lead. So even if I start attacking, knocking his dudes out, and he has a little bit of trouble retaliating, eventually when he does, he only needs less prizes. So we top deck the Ultra Ball. This is great. I'm gonna finally be able to bring out the Magnozma, and since I risked it again, promoted the other Necrozma GX, we are gonna be able to retaliate this turn. So that's gonna work out. I can use my GX attack, and hopefully, if we're able to use the regular attack, because I want to save the GX attack for Dialga. The only way basically to come back in a situation like this where I'm so far behind is to use something as broken as Dialga's GX attack, so that I basically get a free turn and my opponent doesn't do shit, and then I get a free attack, hopefully to bring me back in the game. So let's see what happens. I'm going to attach 3 energies on Necrozma GX, and we will use Cynthia. Hopefully I see the 4th one, because we want to attack again. And I do see the 4th one. Alright. And we got Ultra Ball too. I might use that. Grab the Dialga. Interesting. Let's see. So, Ultra Ball. Use the Stretcher too, I think, or I discarded it. I know I'm discarding Magneton. And the other thing, I guess, is N. I guess that would hurt my opponent, but it's going to hurt me too, since I'm going to take prizes. But unfortunately, it seems Dialga GX is prized. I'm not paying attention there. So I decided, hey, the next best thing is Magnemite. Maybe we will need to bring out another Magnezone just in case. So yeah, get that guy and use Meteor Impact, get a knockout. My opponent has another Tapu Bulu ready and waiting, and if he plays a choice band on it, I'm toast. If I can survive and kill him again, then I'm back in the game, maybe. And I don't get the Dialga GX from the prizes. We do get a bunch of energies though, and that's the next best thing. Probably gonna need them. I mean, I do have the Fisherman and the fucking Mount Coronet, but I would have appreciated Dialga, another attacker. And my opponent is going to use the, well, he promoted Tapu Koko for the free retreat. He's probably not going to attack with it. And brings out Tapu Bulu here. And do you have the choice band? And no, he's going to use Nature's Judgment. Gonna do fuckloads of damage, 180, and I survive. And this is pretty important because I'll be able to kill him in one hit, and I'm back in the game. Now, thing is though, is that with so much damage on me, he can just promote something like Tapu Koko that gives only one prize and get an easy knockout. Softening up all my guys too with that fucking spread attack. So we're really good on the energies here. I have Mount Coronet. I used the letter 2, grabbed our final energies from the deck, I believe. And I can easily knock this dude out. We haven't used the supporter yet too. But I don't have any other attacker. That's the problem. And once Necrozma dies, my opponent only needs to kill one thing. So, yeah, this really sucks. We really should have. I really needed to bring out something like Dialga, have it on the bench ready. Because Solgaleo is hurt. If I bring that guy out, he can kill me with the Vikavolt. That thing can also attack and do a lot of damage. 150 is nothing to scoff at. But I'm thinking there's no choice. I have to put the energies on, use this dude. And no choice, man. It's just no choice. So, use the Fisherman. I decide, hey, might as well, I guess, get the extra energies. Maybe I should have used the Sycamore, but I don't really have anything in the deck that I'm looking for. Dialga GX is in the prizes. Anything else is probably in the prizes too. That matters. So just gonna use the Fisherman, get a bunch of energies, I guess. And who knows? Maybe I'll need them. Retreat and shit. Who knows? So Meteor Impact, gonna knock out this Tapu Bulu. So I actually have the lead, but my opponent killing this guy. Next turn is just too easy for him. Too bad. And we do get Dialga GX from the prizes and an energy retrieval. But it might be too late. It might be too late, man. Unless, yeah, I retreated with Solgaleo. But since my opponent end, which is the right move, I'm gonna get ass now. And can't do shit. We get the Fury Belt, and that would have actually been good if Solgaleo, well, wasn't softened up, because with that I can survive, but he's gonna do 50 damage with the fucking I'm gonna be at 50. What I'm trying to say is with Tapu Koko's attack. So Solgaleo is just too banged up, even with the Fury Belt on. Once I kill the little Tapu Koko, he can just retaliate easily. Can't even promote Magnozma. He wasn't going to do the job. So the only thing I do is basically play the Fury Belt on. We're going to use Mount Coronet, grab metal energies, and my math was kind of off too. I thought, oh, okay, I'll survive with 10 HP or some shit if he attacks with fucking Vikavolt. And then if he doesn't get rid of my Fury Belt with Field Blower, I can just kill that guy too, maybe. But it wasn't going to work out. I can't survive. And either way, it's just, if I use Corona Impact, Solgaleo can attack next turn. So no matter what I do, this is the last prize I'm going to get. Checking out the Vikavolt, yeah, it can do a lot of damage, as you guys can see. And that resistance is annoying as well against me. So we get our last knockout, and that's basically it. I'm going to leave it up to my opponent to finish me off. Let's see what we get from the prizes. I get a Magnozma. Okay, it seems he was in there. Not something that will be useful right now anyway. So my opponent, all he has to do is grab energies from his deck with a Vikavolt. He's got 2 of them out, so he can't get enough energies to attack. I mean, even without the other one, you can just manually attach one. So I'm just too screwed. I'm just too behind in the game. My opponent has way too many options. He uses energy recycler here. Gonna put all the energies back into the deck. So he has shit to grab for sure with the Vikavolts. And it's basically gonna be game. We put up a good fight. A very impressive fight actually, considering I've had such a big disadvantage. My opponent having such a big lead so early, bringing out his stage 2 guy out. Turn 2, fucking me up, disrupting me. But like I've said, you get your guy out quickly, and the other player is struggling to get his guy out. The player that brought the stage 2 Pokemon first is probably going to win. These decks are just kind of too simple like that. Bring out your stage 2 guy, get one-hit knockouts until you win. So it's different than Yu-Gi-Oh in that regard. You can't just out of the blue kill your opponent in one turn. But maybe that's a good thing. More predictable, but maybe that's a good thing. But hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys subscribe. Leave a like. Share this with your friends. Say Bro94. And what's up?